It's the Cinema Clown and Friends and Friends and Friends, 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 Friends.
Hey guys, look at who I got in my studio. It's Black Death from the channel Black Death. Subscribe to
Link pits.
There's links are over. Is there a link? There'll be one in the description. You can do whatever you want. There'll be one in the description. This is my good buddy Black Death. Me and her just watched the movie.
What was the movie again? Oh.
Did we watch the movie? We really
Was it a
were.
movie or was it a porn?
Pornos are still technically movies.
Yeah.
Right. Now I don't know what she's going to call this. This video is going to be on her channel, but better edited because she's editing and not me. But I don't know what she's going to call it. Over here on my channel, this is you know what? I forgot what I was even going to call this segment. I'm going to do sequels with my friends. I want to do little reviews of sequels. I don't know why I fucking sequels with my friends. It doesn't mean my friends are not as good. Actually, we're going to discuss if possibly some of these sequels are better than their originals. So we just saw the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes, there was a sequel. Shock treatment.
Shock treatment, got you jumping like a real live wire.
Did I mention my meds make me a little drunk sometimes?
My meds make me act like that too. My meds are just cannabis. So, Rocky Horror Picture Show Part 2, Shock Treatment. Good movie. Let's see. Let's give a slight overview of the movie for the most people who haven't seen it.
Reality TV before reality TV existed.
That's the truth, too. like really, this movie really like predicted reality TV like years before reality TV was a thing.
It's kind of. It's like cult.
It's very cultish, right? Like the whole Farley Flavors cult, right? Yeah. It's just the continuing adventures of Brad and Janet. What it has to do with the original is it's got Brad and Janet in it, and it's got music in it.
Yes. Good music.
There you go. That's about the end. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with the music. It's got good music. I don't know if I would call every song on par with the music from Rocky Horror, but it's almost like a different genre of music. You know, I mean, they're both like clearly show tunes, but clearly different kinds of movies. You know, both of them, and real strong music. You know, while we were watching it, you know, we were talking about the title song, Shock Treatment.
Yes.
Really good one, and the song Little Black Dress. You got to pay close attention to that one.
Yes.
Great song. You know, I've got an affinity for little black dresses.
I couldn't find my little black dress.
I could find mine, but decided against it.
You look so good in a little black dress with fishnet.
Brad and Janet are being played by different people this time. And I've already forgotten both of their names.
Jessica Harper played Janet.
Jessica Harper, thank you, from Suspiria. I know her from Suspiria. And I know that her and the guy who played Brad on here were actually a couple on the David Bowie movie, The Hunger.
Susan Sarandon was in it too.
And Susan Sarandon, isn't that a weird connection?
I know.
And Susan Sarandon was in The Hunger, along with both of the people that played Brad and Janet from Shock Treatment, who were playing a couple in that movie. Coincidence? Probably. Frankenfurter was not back.
No.
So this isn't even a movie. Fucking stop here. It is over with. That's what happened with Barry Bostwick. He was going to be in this, but he couldn't make it because of scheduling conflicts. And Susan Sarandon couldn't be in the movie because she wanted more fucking money because, let's face it, she's Susan Sarandon. Brad and Janet are not...
They're not doing well in their marriage.
How do you even get into this? They're now living in a giant TV sound studio, which is Denton. The town of Denton has become just a TV studio, and literally everything in everybody's lives from Denton is now being filmed. Which is
In front of a live studio audience.
Brilliant. Yeah, the live studio audience, those guys were great. They got just such a random assortment
Yes.
of people. But their costume designer on this one actually went to the local Goodwill, and all the people out in the audience were actually decked out in Goodwill clothing. That's where all my clothes come
That's
from.
right.
Right?
Well, this came from Walmart, and these actually came from Wish.
Don't admit that. Just Walmart. Gross. I shop at Goodwill. Come on. I got some standards. Their marriage isn't doing good because it was doing fantastic in the first movie.
Talk about adultery.
Right.
Tricked adultery.
Mind you,
But still.
it's different now though. Their problem isn't that. Like they don't
Yeah.
even bring that issue up. You know,
I know.
apparently they got way over the whole adultery, bisexual relationship
Yes.
things. They got over that. But now Brad's boring.
Yes.
He's bored. Maybe he's repressing some shit. Maybe he's fucking nuts.
Infantile regression?
You got it. So he's been put away, and the mental home portion of the set, which of course they're also filming that mental home
Which is
fucking portion.
Denton Vale.
Denton Vale. That's right. Let's see, and they're trying to make Janet like the new star. All right, like she's going to be like their new star attraction, and who is it? Farley Flavors. There we go.
Yes.
Farley Flavors.
Farley's Flavors Fabulous Fast Foods.
That's the guy. And he's the one that's kind of running the whole shebang. He's also played by the same guy that plays Brad in this movie. So he's got like a double role going on, but one of them's like mostly tied up in mental asylum for the most part. And
Stuffed with pills. That resemble Red Hots. Did you ever realize that?
Red, yeah. That's probably exactly what those were. I would imagine. Red also.
Yes.
The red pills.
Back to the red.
To the red. We noticed. See, the movie poster and the cage to this movie are red. Very red. Very red
Surprised you don't have
theme.
that in here.
Right, I know. I didn't even think to bring. Well, I have the box set with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Rocky Horror and the Shock Treatment both, and it's red. And I hear that the vinyl soundtrack also came on a red disc. And we noticed while watching through this movie, there's a lot of red imagery, like
Red.
like during the Little Black Dress song. Janet's like dressed head to toe in all black, this beautiful black sequin outfit, with bright red shoes that
Bright red.
contrast against it. I mean, can you imagine like wearing this whole like outfit under like a certain color scheme and then like one red item? We've got to discuss the McKinleys.
Yes.
Richard O'Brien.
Patricia Quinn.
And right on. From Rocky Horror Picture Show. Though they are not reprising their roles
No.
anymore, they're now Cosmo and Wanda McKinley. Their name Cosmo and Wanda? Their names aren't Cosmo and Wanda.
Cosmo and Nation McKinley.
Cosmo and Nation McKinley. Cosmo and Wanda, that's amazing. There is another returning character. Different actress, but a returning character from Rocky Horror.
Which you only see her, you only see them like for a short time in the beginning of Rocky. But it's still
Right.
recurring.
They're still
returning.
they're very little. They're very like small like bit parts
Yes.
in Rocky Horror. But from the beginning, Ralph and Betty Hapschatt, they are back, and they're divorced now.
Yes.
Ralph Hapschatt is just a generic news guy with some generic dumb blonde,
Yes.
and
There's some very bad acting.
oh, they're horrible. I mean, all the acting in this movie is really bad, but
Yeah.
like good bad for the most
Yes.
part. That blonde was just kind of bad.
Yes.
At least the music's really good.
Yes. The music, I think the music really makes it happen.
It is. It's one of those musicals, you know, forget about the story, just kind of like focus in on the songs, and from song to song, it's amazing. I love the songs
Me too.
on this movie. I wouldn't call them better than the Rocky Horror songs, but they're good. They're up there. Like I'd say my favorite's probably, like I said earlier, the Shock Treatment theme, and I wouldn't like say that's the new Time Lord or anything. I wouldn't go for that blasphemy.
Oh no.
But it's good. It's
Yes.
got a good beat. got kind of good, like rolling beat, fun to dance to. You know, it's got a lot of good, like upbeat, popping music in this one, man.
Like you could really get a good conga line going with that beat.
Oh yeah, definitely like.
Try not to sing it. You know?
Like part of right? I mean, we should have like had some cameras set up on us as we were watching it, but you know, all you would have heard is us talking film and then singing songs every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's a musical. It's very sing-alongable. It is.
Sing-alongable?
Yes. I've invented a new term. About halfway through, they start reading the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. I don't know why. And the security guard shows up with the dead bird.
Did this bird belong to you?
That's what the red in this movie represents. It represents the blood. And then the boys smell the blood like dogs, and the boys come running just like they came running for Janet. It all makes sense. We figured it out. Mystery solved. Come on, get involved till the mystery is solved. No, we're not gonna do this. Okay. Oh, I like Scooby.
Where's my Scooby snack,
Dude.
damn it? Oh.
Here, I got a Scooby snacks right here.
Scooby, not Dooby.
Oh. Okay, fine for that one, guys. Great joke. I can do a magic trick for you. I can pull a bird out of thin air. Ta-da, bitches! Something serious I'd like to discuss. This movie is a sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show. Do you think that hurt it or helped the movie? Like, do you think it would have been a better movie had it not been considered the Rocky Horror sequel? Or would it have been like put into obscurity like forever, having not at least had that amount of fame, the fact that it was a sequel to such a popular midnight movie?
In a way.
Right?
I think that it being labeled as a sequel helped it to get probably seen.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But there just wasn't enough to it to really call it a sequel.
Right, it wasn't Rocky Horror enough. It was a good musical on its own. And it might have found like an underground fan base, like a
Apparently there
Rico
is.
Genetic Opera
Yeah.
base, you know what I'm
Apparently
saying?
there is.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten popular. Like there are midnight screenings of this movie. They do the same as with Rocky Horror Picture Show, where everybody gets up and dresses as the characters and throws shit at the screen, you know.
I dress as Bird.
That's fucking great.
Canary yellow ruffled shirt with a bow tie.
I would dress as Janet.
I can see that. And the pink
Except
dress.
and the black dress,
Oh,
come
the
on.
black dress.
Except I wouldn't wear those horrible red shoes with it. Right, it's more subtle. Like it definitely got the sexual overtones like Rocky Horror did, but it's more subtle with it. A lot more subtle with it.
Yes.
They still throw little jabs here and there, but yeah, for the most part, they keep the sex kind of secondary. You know, it's just always like the driving force. It's what's driving Farley to put Brad in the mental asylum, to put Janet into a spotlight, and then try to bring her into his world. You know.
Well, you see his reaction towards the end of the song, "You and Me."
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was masturbating.
Oh,
like
yes,
that. I
definitely.
always, from the first time I
Yes,
saw
exactly.
that,
Me
I'm like,
too.
are they trying to make it look like he's actually masturbating, or is he just like so excited about the song that it just some of those faces?
He was whacking the weasel,
Yeah. So,
chopping the chicken.
so some of those faces, I only make those faces whenever I'm snorting either really good coke or whenever I'm whacking it. So, which, let's be honest, is usually at the same time anyways. Was this a better movie than the original? Is this in any way a better film? Do you think that it and I don't mean do you like it better than the original? I mean, is there anything about this movie that's better than its original?
I don't think so.
Don't think so? Like the acting, The music was better in Rocky Horror. I'll give Rocky Horror that. The acting was a lot better in Rocky Horror than in this one. Though this is like so bad, it's good level acting.
Honestly, I get more story. I can follow the story of Rocky Horror better than Shock Treatment.
Yeah, Shock
It's like
Treatment
nothing
was-
really made sense.
Right, it was like mental, like it was almost like dream-like. Like it wasn't like set in the real
Maybe they
world
were
like
on
clearly.
acid when they made it, when wrote it.
It seems like it is one of those, like almost like a David Lynch quality movie in some places, where it's more like a dream
Yeah.
than just watching the movie. It's just like some of the shit that happens in there is just so out there and so out of the realm of what people would actually do in a situation that it's not even realistic anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, I'm not trying to say that Rocky Horror Picture Show is a highly realistic documentary or anything.
Some people would debate that.
It followed an internal logic
Yes.
so much better than Shock Treatment did.
Yes. Even though, I mean, there's some people that don't understand either Rocky Horror or Rocky.
Right.
At least we grasp some kind of understanding of Shock Treatment.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like Rocky Horror, you probably wouldn't like this. If you do like Rocky Horror, you still might not like this.
Yes.
It's
That's
one of those
true.
types of movies. But
You
if
either
you're
love it
ju-
or you hate it.
Right, but if you're just into musicals, because I know you're a big musical fan. I'm a huge musical fan too, but both of us are crazy about musicals. That's why we had to do a musical.
We were
as our
both-
first collab.
We were also, musically inclined.
Yes, yes.
We actually used to be in a band together.
We used to be in a band together. It was called Hanson. You can look us up on the internet. We've changed a lot. Final verdict. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the fucking movie we're reviewing. God, I gotta lay off the coke. Shock Treatment. Better than Rocky Horror Picture Show?
No.